Well, after the beating and banging of short track racing, we have 3 in a row. It's time to head on to the longest and the fastest track of them all, Talladega Super Speedway. As we are here today for the running of the Winston 500, stock number 9 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And this is going to be a great race here on this 2.66 mile racetrack here in the heart of Alabama. So let's get to the start of today's running event here on the pole at 186 miles, on the pole at 186 miles an hour. It is Ryan Brommer, his first pole of the season, I believe, in the Western Auto Chevrolet Car 17. He'll be alongside Charles Sanford in Car 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. Row 2 has Mike Becker in Car 44, winner of the season at Atlanta, and Tony Green, number 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. A great qualifying win for him. Row 3 has Dylan Young at the number 2 Miller Lite Ford Taurus. He's debuting a Taurus this weekend here at Talladega. Starting alongside of him will be Carter Friesen, Car 71, the Team Realtree Chevrolet. Going to row 4 will be Joshua Coward in Car 43, the STP Pontiac, and Sean Ard, number 13, the First Plus Loans Ford. Fifth row will have Daniel Bouchard, number 30, the Pennzoil Pontiac, and Rob Evans, number 12, the Mobile One Ford, and a pair of motor oil companies right there on that row. Next row down, we'll have Kat Batson, Car 88, the Ford Quarter Gear Services Ford Credit Ford Thunderbird. She'll be alongside the number 18 Interstate Batteries Pontiac of Preston Plord, sits alongside Batson, by the way, was the winner of this race last season. Next row will have Paul Minnick, number 23, the Smokin' Joe's Ford. He won at Talladega last time he was here at Talladega in the fall race last season. And he'll be starting alongside Zachary Fitzwater, number 9, the Spam Mobile. It's a Ford. Next row down has Jason Haywood, number 81, a Square D Ford, and number 90, Jay Jefferson, in the Holly Myers Ford. Next row down we'll have car number 28, Keith Batson, driving the Davey Allison course at this event. And he'll be alongside the Daytona 500 champion, Quentin Moore, looking for go 2 in a row on the plate track so far. Next row down, Phil Parker, number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet, and Joshua Osborne, number 87, the Burger King Chevrolet. Next row down, Dylan Poteet, Season 3 winner of this event in the MB&A Pontiac Car 22, and beside him, Trent Dunham, who won Season 8 fall race at Talladega in this series, the number 1 Pennzoil Chevrolet. Next row down, Jesse Turner in Car 75, the Remington Arms Stren Fishing Lines Ford, and Becca Tellier in the Valvoline Ford, car number 666 alongside. Next row down, Johnny Gardner, number 16, the Family Channel Prime Star Ford. Beside him will be Jessica Shelton, yet to win a plate race in this series. She hopes to today. And she's in a McDonald's Ford, car number 94. Next row down has car number 11, the Lowe's Ford of Ashlyn Boyd, and number 37, Austin Colano, the RC Cola Kmart Stores Energizer Batteries Ford. Next row down, William Brock in number 4, the Kodak Film Chevy, and Peter Onjek in the 41 Kodiak Chevy. Next row down, Jonathan Zorda, number 17, the Exide Batteries Ford, and Diego Yepes in the U.S. Air Jasper Engines Federal Mogul Ford. Next row down has Zach Winkle, number 97, the John Deere Ford Taurus, and Seth Cole, number 98, the RCA Ford, the winner of the season at Martinsville. Next row down has Ryan George, number 15, the Ford Quality Care Services Ford, and Cole Bieber, the winner at North Wilkesboro and at Bristol this season, the GM Goodrich Chevrolet, car number 3. Next row down has number 10, Vince Almerigo in the Tide Ford, and beside him will be Nicholas Wade in car 26, the Quaker State Ford, coming off a second-place run at Martinsville. Next row down has Ben Crouch, number 25, the Budweiser Chevrolet, and Levi McIntyre, number 9 Exide Batteries SKF Ford. And starting shotgun in the field is Kyle Matthews, winner of the season at Rockingham, in the Coors Silver Bullet, car number 42. And his car is a Pontiac. So 29 laps is what we're going to be doing here at Talladega today. Here comes the command to fire them up here for the Winston 500. This is the first time these cars have been on have done a plate race since the Daytona 500, and should be a great race here. We saw how the cars did at Daytona, but Daytona and Talladega are two very similar racetracks, obviously. Talladega is a little bit more wider, obviously, than Daytona, and it's a slightly bit longer, 2.66 miles, compared to an even 2.5 for Daytona. The banking at Daytona is 31 degrees in the turns and 18 degrees in the banking in the tri-oval. Talladega, same banking in the tri-oval at 18 degrees, but the turns at 33 degrees. And of course, the package here, the package here, it's horsepower and handling, of course, on both the plate tracks, obviously, but the Talladega races, we seem to get more competition here, and Daytona was a okay race for Daytona, only 18 lead changes for a sub-30 lap event, but Talladega, we hope to see more than 18 lead changes, and of course, we're expecting maybe a caution or two, because Talladega, we're starting to get cautions at Talladega now, and I hate that when that happens, but it is what it is. So a surprise pole sitter here at Talladega for Winston 500, Brian Brommer. It's his first Castrol GTX Cup Series pole, qualifying at 186 miles per hour. Charles Sanford has yet to win a race this season. He has one of our 3 in-car cameras in today's event. Kyle Matthews has our second one from the dead last starting position. Should be fun to see him make his way through the field. And Jessica Shelton from the 26th starting position has an in-car camera as well. So, pace car stuff on the pit road, the Pontiac Grand Prix pace car, circa 2003 model. As the field comes down, here they are at 72 miles an hour at this point on the pacing. Start-finish line would be right about here if this was Daytona, but the start-finish line instead is at the exit of pit road at Talladega. And we've seen a lot of great finishes on this racetrack here because of that. And the green flag waves, and boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and girls. These cars, the engine pack, the AI here very even. The ratings here very even. There it was 60-60 at Daytona, and here we have 80-80 at Talladega, because this is GNS physics. Actually, we're going to do it. We're doing it at Talladega. We'll be back to cut business, obviously, for the next race on the tour at California, but but the pole speed. That's why the pole speed was very, very slow at 186 miles an hour. They will draft at about maybe 187, 188 miles an hour in the draft at Talladega. Ryan Brommer leads the first lap. The first lap at 165.152 miles an hour. But that's not going to be the pace you're going to be accustomed to seeing today. As they come off turn number 2 here, they're already pushing over 180 miles an hour at this point here. Kat Batson at the inside for the number 2 position on Daniel Bouchard in the 30 machine, as she is going to get the push from Paul Minnick in the 23 car. And there's one of Batson's teammates, actually 2 of them, Jason Haywood in the 81, and the boss man, Keith Batson. In car 28, Batson running the retro Davey Allison paint scheme that Ernie Irvin drove it and won races in 1997. And of course, Keith running that to kind of commemorating the Davey Allison's first win on this very racetrack here back in 1987. Haywood led the first lap of the second lap of the event. The second lap for the lap by Haywood clocked at 184.179 miles per hour. Jesse Turner moves inside. He's going to have to get the push from Johnny Gardner, who's already worked his way up in the top 10 as they go into turn number 3. And 4 wide racing. We're seeing right there Charles Sanford caught in a sucker hole in that 24 machine. And we had 3 in-car cameras, and as we mentioned with Sanford, Shelton, and Matthews, but there are bumper cams on all 41 cars, I might add, too. So you're going to get a bumper cam shot from whoever's car that would choose. Roof cam from Sanford's machine. He's running 16th the last time by, and that's what it's like to be in the middle of a three-way situation, running right behind Rob Evans and Dylan Poteet and Zach Winkle. And that's what it's like from the roof cam, from the bumper cam of this machine, going by Poteet and Phil Parker in the 5. And Cole Deaver looks inside now, not that black number 3. Side by side racing here. This is racing here, guys. Talladega style. Last time by, Preston Plord led the lap here. That last time by 184.221 miles an hour. Fastest lap of the race run by Ben Crouch so far at 185.248 miles an hour. And here comes one of the last place starters, Levi McIntyre, number 99. Looking inside, he has moved up from 40th to 2nd as of right now, and here he comes for the lead with Cole Deaver behind him. And Deaver started this race in 36th position as they go to the start-finish line here. Who leads this lap? Will it be McIntyre, Deaver, Plord? I think it was McIntyre who led the last time by. Yes, it was. It was McIntyre, Plord, and Deaver in that order. And right there behind, two of the cars that made a nice splash at Daytona, Peter Onjack in 41 and the 26 car of Nicholas Wade. Now, here's a rookie driver right here that's been impressive so far in that 26 machine, Nicholas Wade in the Quaker State car. Coming off a great second place run. In fact, to the man who's behind him right now, Seth Cole, who won at Martinsville. But Nicholas Wade came up with a second place finish in that race and survived what was a total wreck fest, almost a la Bristol, actually. But the 26 car has been running has been surprisingly strong here. He sits right now coming in this race 11th in the points. And not to mention also leading Carter Friesen in the rookie point standings. Cole Deaver led the last time by. And here comes Nicholas Wade. He's going to take the lead. And I tell you, rookie drivers, these rookie drivers, they may possibly surprise us at Talladega. In fact, Nicholas Wade was one of the drivers that surprised us in the Gatorade 125 qualifiers when he won race 2 in that event. And here's a man who needs a pick-me-up in the points, Diego Yepes in 77. He is now going for the lead with Trent Dunham behind him. Dunham, a two-time winner of the season, winning at Texas and also at Darlington. Dunham to second position, but here comes Ben Crouch in the 25 car as he tries to move inside of Jessica Shelton. And she has third place at the moment here as she peeks inside of Dunham. You're on board Jessica Shelton's car. Trying to use that draft off that Pennzoil Chevy, but Shelton decides to stick with the 77 car of Diego Yepes. And that's going to let Ben Crouch move by her, and also Becca Tellier in the 6. And here comes Tellier as she dives inside, 3 wide for the lead. Becca Tellier, number 6, Valvoline Ford, side, and they're 4 wide right behind. Tellier has lead and look at National Board on the lower side of the 33 degrees of Becca Tellier Super Speedway, 4 wide, right there in this pack of cars. And now we got Fords, first, second, and third, and look who's coming up from last place to 5th is Kyle Matthews, who almost won the Daytona 500 this season, but he backed it up with a win at Rockingham. On board Kyle Matthews, he was the slowest in qualifying, unfortunately starting 41st, but here he is, up the 3rd position at the moment, behind Becca Tellier and Ashlyn Boyd. Matthews tucks in behind by Boyd, but he moves outside of the track. And who's out on the inside? That's Carter Friesen, 71, to the inside lane. And Matthews going backwards. And he's still on the outside. He's still on the outside here. As here comes Joshua Collard, yet to get a top 10 finish this season in this season so far. He caught up a close 2-1 at Martinsville, the last race on the tour. Collard from the jolly old UK is where he's from here. The only Brit in the field. But he's not the only international driver in the field there. He and Zachary Fitzwater are the only two. As here comes number 30, Daniel Bouchard, with the help of Joshua Osborne, who won this race in seasons 9 and 16 this last season. Becca Tellier still out in front in the number 6 car, the Valvoline Ford. And here comes Carter Friesen, second place in the rookie standings. And here comes Tony Green, made it 3-1. And Osborne says, I'll help you. And he moves inside. Look at Tony Green go. And at number 33, Skull Bandit Chevy, as he moves inside. Andy Petrie racing now to the front spot, racing to the front position now. And he's got two of the Giants, Joshua Osborne and Dylan Young, forming a line to the inside lane. Nope, Dylan Young says, screw it, he's going to go forward wide for the lead. Dylan Young giving that Ford Taurus a great ride, and Young actually goes to the lead by just about a half a car length the last time over Osborne. And oh my gosh, 4 wide racing again. Bouchard, Boyd, I think that's Haywood on the inside. Yep, it is in the 81 car. And here comes Poteet. Poteet in 22 to the inside. He's going to have Austin Colano up ahead of him. And he pushes Austin Colano to the lead in the 37 car. The margin from first to last, less than a second and a half. And here comes number 5, Phil Parker, to the inside. And oh, somebody was on the inside. Look, it's Charles Sanford. And we got a crash. A crash in turn number 1. Sanford's car upside down. Dunham's in it. Nicholas Wade, 26, has crashed. Tire mark on the side of Shelton's car. I think she's clean, though, however. I don't know. William Brocky was in it. Levi McIntyre was in it. And no, Shelton did not escape. She's damaged up. And here they come to the start-finish line to complete this lap here. Phil Parker looks inside to take the lead from Austin Colano, and he does so. So Phil Parker wins the race back to the start-finish line on lap number 4, as they complete lap number 13. And that crash took out several good cars right there, Nicholas Wade being one of them. And let's take a look at what happened. We saw Charles Sanford right here in the 24 car move to the inside lane. Actually, McIntyre went to the inside of Sanford. Sanford goes down the block, didn't realize McIntyre was there. And Sanford goes inside, mows the grass a little bit, and goes right into McIntyre's car. And Shelton gets squeezed up right there badly on the outside. And look at Sanford's car go. Oh, my gosh. And right into the 1 car of Trent Dunham. So the outside pole sitter of Charles Sanford goes on a wild tumble right here. inside Jessica Shelton's car. So other than not avoiding the wreckage, though, Shelton is still going again, obviously, as her and McIntyre still going on, and I think, yeah, Collard's back in. Look at the back end of Collard's machine. Very damaged up in that 43 car. Poor Joshua Collard, his luck just has not gotten any better this season, obviously, and for I don't know what inexplicable reason it was, but we'll see if the pace car's lights are off. Yes, they are. So the cars out of the race are the number 12 car of Rob Evans. He's out. Seth Cole is out. Charles Sanford is out. No secret about that. After the massive flip he took. Jonathan Zorland's out of the race. Nicholas Wade is out, and William Brock is out. And so a darn shame for a lot of those drivers. I tell you, about almost all of those drivers in this bottom of the scratch, all of them had a legit shot of winning this race, though, and especially with Charles Sanford, Seth Cole, and especially with the 26 of Nicholas Wade, who we just kind of bragged on a little bit here. And rule of thumb here, don't brag on anybody or you might jinx them possibly, and I just possibly did. So Nicholas, if you're watching this race, I am sorry about that. So the field getting set for green flag racing here. Bill Parker looking for his first victory of the season. Can he be in the right position at the right time? Well, we'll find out. Austin Colano is surprise runner in second position. Third is Keith Batson. Fourth is Dylan Poteet. And Zach Winkle's in fifth. Sixth is Kat Batson, Johnny Gardner, Ryan Brommer, Joshua Osborne, and the 81 of Jason Haywood is the top 10. And here comes Keith Batson to the inside lane. It's been a miserable season compared to last season's standards for Batson. He comes in this race 15th in the standings coming in, while Phil Parker is actually in the top 10 in points coming in. He comes in this race, I think, 8th or 9th in the points. And here comes another top 10 points runner, Dylan Poteet, to the inside, 3 wide for the lead, as he looks inside of Batson and Parker, and he's going to take the lead. Dylan Poteet, the pride of the state of Kentucky, goes to the number 1 position. Here comes Zach Winkle to the inside, and here comes the push coming from the 88 of Kat Batson. But here comes Ryan Brommer, the pole sitter for the event, as he looks inside for the number 2 spot, and actually maybe for the lead now. Here comes Brommer, number 17. Ryan Brommer, car 17, out in the second position now. Zach Winkle takes his new Ford Taurus to the lead. And there were 4 Ford Tauruses that qualified here at Talladega. His car, along with Sean Ard, Rob Evans, and the 2-car Dylan Young. Oh boy, this is not going to end well right here. Ashland Boyd right smack in the middle of the racetrack. Here comes Vince Almarigo in the 10 car. Another rookie, as he is getting pushed by Tony Green in the 33 car. Ten laps to go at Talladega. And the chips are down right now here in this Winston 500. And look who's made it all up. Number 21, Quentin Moore, the winner of the Daytona 500, looking for his second plate win in a row. There he is in a Citgo Ford. Moves inside. He's going to make a 4 wide for position inside of Tony Green, Austin Colano, and Dylan Pote. And I thought Batson was up on the outside of Pote. That would have been a 5 wide. That would have been a big no. Off to number 4, and they are somehow keeping the handle here. And here comes Daniel Bouchard, number 30, 3 wide for the lead. Oh my gosh, who led that lap? It was Bouchard that led the lap, and it was by 0.003 of a second. And speaking of the Taurus of Dylan Young, he's making a charge right now. We're running right behind Johnny Gardner, but Gardner says, screw it, I'm going to the inside. 4 wide, racing again. His now Carter Friesen sticks his nose to the inside. He's going to push his buddy Johnny Gardner now up to the lead, but Daniel Bouchard throws the block in the 30 machine. What racing here at Talladega? And here comes last place starter Kyle Matthews up there. Matthews trying for 4th position. The man who got robbed in the Daytona 500 would like to get his first Talladega victory. Bouchard out in front. Gardner to second. Here comes Carter Friesen, 71 to the inside. Here they come off the 4th turn. Keith Batson trying to make his way, and trying to make a path for himself for the lead. Riding the back bumper cam of Keith Batson's car. Keith was clocked 5th the last time by. Car number 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford. He's got Tony Green behind him in the 33 Skull Bandit car. Joshua Osborne's there as well in the 87, looking for his first victory of the season. And here comes Matthews for 2nd. Pontiac, 1st and 2nd at the moment. Chevrolet in 3rd and 4th position, and a Ford in 5th. Daniel Bouchard doing a great job keeping the lead here at Talladega, but Kyle Matthews is up on this back bumper. Peter Onjak, lap car right there. He is coming off turn number 4 at the moment. Got several cars here, lap cars here. Collard, Shelton, McIntyre. Sean Ard is there, so is Ben Crouch. Jay Jefferson, Trent Dunham, Preston Plord, they've all lost the draft. And there's where the draft ends right there with the 97 car of Zach Winkle. And here comes Tony Green right there behind Daniel Bouchard. 5 laps to go at Talladega. Kyle Matthews moves inside again another time. Matthews to 2nd. And here comes Becca Tellier in the 6th. The Valvoline Ford. Matthews closing in on the 30 car. Could he possibly be waiting for the final lap? Well, I don't know. Nope, he's going to try it right now. Kyle Matthews to the inside. Looking for the lead. Becca Tellier in the 6th car shoving him. It's go time now as it comes down to the start-finish line. There'll be 4 laps to go. Batson. Or that's Becca Tellier, in the 6th car. She moves inside for 2nd place. And she's got the 23 of Paul Minnick. Remember the last time he was at Talladega? He won. And look who's come to dinner. Number 21, Quentin Moore. And it's Becca Tellier to 1st. 2nd now is Matthews. 3rd Minnick. Nope, make that second now is Minnick. And more is up there. So is the 37 Austin Colonna. A couple of rookies there. Austin Colonna and Vince Almarigo, the 37 and the 10. And here comes Quentin Moore, 3 wide for the lead. Quentin Moore, car 21, it's Fords. They're the top 4 or 5 cars are on the inside line are all Fords. Here comes Cat Besson. No, here comes Almarigo, 4 wide. 3 wide actually for the lead. Minnick trying to pull a bonsai move to the outside of the track. Here comes 97, that's Zach Winkle. Winkle had a bad crash at Talladega a couple seasons back in this very event. He's up there now. Here comes Jesse Turner. Dylan Poteet's getting into it now. These guys know there's 3 laps to go. Jesse Turner, 75, the string fishing line, Shep forward to the inside. Nothing doing at the moment here. Winkle throws the block at the moment. Here comes, Vince Almarigo trying to fight back on the outside of the racetrack here. Along with Austin Colonna, and 2 cars that are way to the inside. That's Tony Green and Phil Parker. They're stuck in the sucker hole, 4 wide, about 2 rows deep. 2 laps to go. Please don't let anybody make a mistake. In the immortal words of Alan Bestwick. Zach Winkle trying to hold them all off. Here comes Jason Hayward. He's going to have... No! Here comes Cole Deaver. Deaver in the 3 cars on the inside. He's looking for his 3rd victory of the season. He won it Bristol and North Wilkesboro. And then we have trouble in turn 3. Trouble in turn 3. This is going to be for the win. Zach Winkle and Cole Deaver, they're going to be nose to tail. It's going to start finish line. And Zach Winkle take the yellow and white flags together. Zach Winkle wins the Winston 500. Ruining what would have been a superior finish here at Talladega as the race ends under caution. Unfreaking believable. Carter Friesen's crashed out of the race. Cat Batson's in it. Keith Batson, Joshua Osborne, Quentin Moore's all in it. Sean Art, I think, might have been in it. Becca Tellier was in it. And what a debut for his brand new Ford Fusion, or for his brand new Ford Taurus. Zach Winkle debuted this car at this event, and he is going to go to victory lane with it at Talladega Superspeedway in the Winston 500. And Kyle Matthews is on the inside of the track, and I think Matthews could be out of gas. And I think he is out of gas. Oh my goodness. But here they come to the start-finish line here at an agonizingly slow 69 miles an hour. Zach Winkle is going to get his first victory at Talladega. It's his first victory since, I think, season 16, I think, at Pocono, I think. So Zach Winkle has not won in a long time, but he's done it today. Zach Winkle, the winner of the Winston 500 at Talladega. And I mean, that darn shame the caution had to come out because that was setting up to be a great finish. Second place with a great point state, Cole Deaver. He came in this race second place in the season. I think with Matthews having the pit on the yellow, I think that should give Deaver almost a lead in the points coming into Auto Club the next race on the tour. Third place will go to Zachary Fitzwater. Fourth will go to Jason Haywood. Phil Parker comes home fifth. Austin Colonna will come home sixth. 7th place will go to Ryan George. 8th to Tony Green. 9th to Ashlyn Boyd and Dylan Poteet. How about Poteet finishing in 10th position? Here to tell you, average speed 147.286. And for Kyle Matthews, what would have been a top 10 finish ends up with a 33rd place run because he had the pit for fuel right at the very last lap of the race. Now let's take a look as to what happened to cause the yellow flag to fly for the final time. And ruining, as I said, what would have been an excellent finish here. I mean, the darn shame that had to happen. And especially a darn shame for these guys right here. They go into turn 3. And let's keep a focus right there, I think, on the 28 car of Batson. Yeah, Friesen decides to squeeze up on Johnny Gardner is what it looked like. And, yeah, right there's where all chaos broke out right there. Batson, Moore, Tellier, and Friesen. Hello? Osborne's in it, and there's the Cat Batson spinning around the 88 car. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wait. So that, unfortunately, was the story at Talladega and how the race ended under a yellow flag here. But Zach Winkle gets his first victory of the season as he takes home the title of the Winston 500. So that's 9 races in the books here and here today. Rest of the finishing order, Jesse Turner comes home at 11th. 12th will go to Dylan Young. Ryan Brommer 13th. 14th will go to Johnny Gardner. Then Paul Minnick, Daniel Bouchard, Mike Becker, Diego Yepes, Trent Dunham, and Preston Plord, the top 20 in today's event. Ben Crouch comes on 21st, Jay Jefferson, Becca Tellier, Sean Ard, Cat Batson 25th, and Quentin Moore, Joshua Osborne, and Keith Batson, the top 28. Rest of the finishing order, Jessica Shelton 29th, Levi McIntyre 30th, Joshua Collard 31st, Peter Onjack 32nd, 33rd, and then last currently lap, Kyle Matthews. A darn shame for him. Had a top 10 run and had the pit for field right under yellow on the last lap of that event. Carter Friesen was the car lap down. He ends up 35th, in spite finishing behind the out of race car of Vince Almarigo, as he, Rob Evans, Seth Cole, Charles Sandberg, Jonathan Zorn, Nicholas Wade, and William Brock all out of the race today. But the big win to Zach Winkle as he takes home the Winston 500 at Talladega Super Speedway. Next race on the tour will be the running of the Auto Club 400 at Auto Club Speedway in California. That's always a great race here. And be sure to be sure to subscribe to the Source Sports and Gaming channel. Here we got everything on this channel. We got NRS's gaming videos. We have the president of the NNSCRA at Gold Desires for his channel. And please be sure to check out Seth's Cavalcade series. Please be sure to check out his Last Minute Light series, Coors Light Truck series, the Pizza Hut X series, and the Hershey's Cup series. Please be sure to check those races out. And all those are under the NNSCRA banner, and we have it all here in the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. And also, please be sure to check out the other official NNSCRA series, such as Michael Norman's Budweiser All Pro Series and Levi McIntyre's Marvel Studios Cup Series. Please be sure to check those races out as well. So that'll do it for today. Today at Talladega Super Speedway. Auto Club is next on the tour. For now, it's James Clausen in production on the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.